Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope this finds you well wherever you are, and I am going to be speaking about the post that I have done for Mother's Day. Now, we are on a tight deadline if you are joining me in the UK. Mother's Day 2018 is early this year. March the 11th, we are on a 6-day countdown. So your marketing ideally should have already started 3 to 4 weeks ago. Dripping. Think of it like a tap that's just been left off. When we're at that 3 to 4 week lead into a single day event, we start the tap dripping. And I would have, personally, if I was back in my own salon, I would have been starting 3 to 4 weeks ago with what's the word I'm looking for? An exclusive preview of what will be going public to my top spending clients and to my email database. Would have probably started with the exclusive preview for my top spending clients and then gone live with my email database, letting people know 7 days exclusivity, and then the promotion, the offer, the package will be going public to everybody that I can speak to. So let's talk about Mother's Day. I feel personally Mother's Day should be one of the biggest marketing events in our industry, especially if you are hair and beauty or you're a spa-led business. So if you have the relaxation style services, it's a big opportunity to generate revenue and potentially new clients into your business. So I'm going to be posting this video probably to my social network groups. Hello everybody. And it will be going at the top of the post. So you can either choose to pause me in some bizarre weird position, or you can head below and read through the document. Completely up to you. You can do a bit of both. So let me start. Glasses will need to go on because I'm as blind as a bat. What are we focusing on? That's the first point that I want to cover, and I cover in my post. Now, for me, again, if I was going back into my business, I would be focusing to packages. And there are key ways in which you can increase the sales of packages, and that's what I want to cover with you briefly here. If you have a look at the post or scroll further down, you'll see that I use a format where we have 3. Now you can do more, but I always think, and it's important to remember, that consumers get fatigued. It's not about the logical part of our brain, it's the subconscious. It's a lazy git. I tend to think of it as it's the couch potato. That's why it can be hard to start new habits, whether it be you want to exercise more, whether it want be you developing the team's skills to retail, to sale. Learning a new habit is hard work for the subconscious brain. And so it will try and stop and say, I've had enough now. I've had enough. Can we stop? It's too much. And the same goes for consumers when they're choosing and buying. And we call it consumer fatigue. So in the post, and in my own experience in the spas and salons I've owned and run in the past, I always tended to go with either 3 or 5. No more, 3 to 5, that would be my limit. And I always knew, but I never understood why until a couple of years ago when I studied neurological marketing. Always the middle package sold the most. I was a bit, like, I don't get it, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to stick with my odd number and know that my middle package will be the one that sells the most. And here's why. And always search, go and find anything where someone is selling. There's a great one, or used to be, on Volkswagen. And I use it as an example in a post that I did about how to utilize your website and how you can use packages to your website. And Volkswagen do a great one where they use exactly the same system. And I managed to find an example from the spa industry, which you will see further down the post. First package. First package is nice. It's not fantastic. It offers me good value. The price is okay, but it's not the greatest deal. The middle package is the greatest deal. And in the example, what I've done is gone with, say, a nail polish, where we just literally file and shape and polish the nails, a taster facial, an express facial, so just literally like a cleanse, tone, exfoliate, moisturise, mask and moisturise even, and a blow dry. So nice services, nothing wrong with the services, but they're little tasters, they're little treats. They're not great. My middle package goes up a level, but I'm not asking the client to spend a huge amount more. Now, if you go and look at the Volkswagen page, they have it where they're offering 3 cars. First car, off the top of my head, because I haven't got it in front of me, was something like, I don't know, 9,500. The next one was 14,500. And again, had more to it. You got more value for the money. The middle package is the key one we're looking to sell. The price goes up at a step. It's not, it's not like £10 more. It's a step. But here's then the key. The final package is a big baby. And the principle is, and certainly from what I learned when I was studying neurological marketing, is that it becomes an anchor. It's going to anchor the middle package is the best one. And so in my example, I've gone with, a manicure, spa pedicure, facial, a full massage, a cut and finish. It's a long list. And it goes up so that it's a massive difference from that middle package. So my first one might be, say, £55. My second one is £99, or dollars, depending upon where you are in the world. But my third package is $375. It goes up a whack. And again, if you went and looked at the Volkswagen one as an example, just so you can see, I'm not making this stuff up. This is used by big corporate companies, and I've used it myself for about 30 years. I just never knew why it worked. It just did. If you look at the Volkswagen one, the next car up is something like 45,000. So I've gone from 9 to, say, 17 to 45. The jump is massive. That anchors that middle package, the middle price, and that's the one that will sell. Do make sure with that big package you can deliver what you're offering. There's no point in saying that, here's all of the services and it'll actually take us about 17.5 hours and we're only open for 11. You need to be able to deliver it, because there will be a few people of the world who just want the biggest and the best. So whatever you put in that package, make sure you can deliver. The first package, it's nice, but that middle one is the one that you'll sell more of. So that would be my advice. Focus your promotions to packages. If you're able to, if you have the list of services, manicures, massage, facial, hair, if you have a breadth of services, then package. So 3 to 5, the middle one is the one that stands out as I might as well spend a bit more than the first, but that one's a pricey increase. If you go through the post, roll it down, you will find that I was able to find a particular very famous spa in the UK, and you'll see they have gone with exactly what I'm talking about, and I have used and spoken about for years within our industry. And they do a 1-day stay, a 1-night stay at their health farm, at their spa, or a 2-day stay, and exactly the same. First one, it's nice. Second one, I might as well spend the extra. The third one, that's a bit of a steep climb. That's how we do it. Package it. 3 or 5. Personally, I always use 3, but you can do 5. I have used 5 in the past. It will still be the middle one that is your key selling package. Let's move on. Down we go on our page here. Now, I will, of course, be talking about video. I cannot, oh my God, Now, there have only been a few times in our industry where something has happened, from online booking, being able to text message our clients, not using paper anymore, being able to look at our reports and be able to really analyse exactly what's going on in the business quickly, rather than sort of having to trawl through paperwork to find out what's going on in the salon or the spa, as it was in the past. I remember using my big day pages, and we'd be there blocking out and writing in everyone's names and when they were on lunch, and everything had to be scheduled weeks in advance so that you could keep on top. When paper went, oh, wowzers. When things like social media came in, email marketing, wow. It was wow. Video marketing blows my freaking mind. To me, in our industry, this is a monumental opportunity change that will blow salons' figures through the roof if you know how to use it, where to use it, and what to use. Later on in the year, I will be launching the Salon Film School, because there are key videos. I feel personally about 5 key videos that every salon should be using that will skyrocket your revenue. But the thing is, you've got a few choices. You can go and hire a production company. Now, I've worked with production companies now for about 8 years, and actually one of the owners of those companies is joining me for the course, and he will be there to talk about what you need in the way of equipment, lighting, how to select your location, how to improve your sound, and I will be looking at it from a sales point of view, how to script and prepare the key videos that you need, and then how to use them to skyrocket your revenue. And I cannot tell you how excited I am. I personally feel that probably in the sort of going online, the internet, and getting rid of paper, this is as monumentally huge as that was. I am so excited. I love making money in our industry, not in a bad way, because the only way you can succeed financially is if your clients love what you do. That's the golden rule. So for me, I'm a relationship seller. We're one or another. We're either a target-led, figure-based salesperson or a relationship salesperson. I love the relationship way of selling. And I know from my experience that using video is just going to blow figures through the roof. But it will give us happy clients who love what we do and are willing and happy to spend more. So video school will come later in the year, but I had the pleasure of speaking in September 2017 at an event hosted by Phil Jackson, fabulous man, and I asked him, is anyone talking? It was all about sort of what you're doing online. And we had a fabulous stylist who spoke about Instagram, an incredible salon owner who spoke about Facebook. Lee, I'll add you in here. And I asked Phil before the event, is anyone talking about video? Because it is going to explode in marketing. And he explained that no. So I took 10 minutes. It was more like 20, but I was supposed to have 10. And I spoke about it. And when I left, I was like, oh God, I'm so excited. I really am excited. But where can salon owners go? Because there are ways in which you can do your own video marketing using the style of adverts that I create, or going away and starting to create your own videos to go online. You could go and do it yourself. But I kind of feel, and my experience of the industry is, one, there'll be a lot of people who know they need to do it, but don't really know how to. And then there'll be those who perhaps know how to, but just, days melt into weeks and months. And before we know it, like this week, it's going to be Mother's Day. Having someone you can outsource things to, such as me, allows you to get on with the other stuff that's important in the business whilst not missing out on an opportunity. So do have a look at the video store. When I came away from Phil's event, I just felt, you know what, I could do something. I've got nearly 10 years of experience of film production, so why not? I'll do something. So have a look. Now, all of our marketing, and we'll talk about this a little bit later on in the post. This is going to be a long one. I can feel it already. I'll try and scoot along a bit faster. But we will talk about emotional marketing because that is the key. So let's just carry on. I talk about then next that less is more. So however you're going to go, whether it be a specific promotion, offer or packages, less is more. The brain gets tired. It can't make a decision. And if you're anything like me, if I stand in the wine aisle, as I occasionally do, only occasionally, I always buy the same bottle, purely for the fact that as I look at all of the, I have no idea, you know, is that going to be a nice bottle of wine? Is it going to feel like, you know, I just want something that I can potentially eat with a bit of food and then carry on drinking afterwards without any food. So I always buy the same bottle. Buyer fatigue is when there's too much choice. So less is more. And I would sincerely say to any salon owner, whether you hold, say, 3 or 4 different facial ranges, go and have a look through and look at your figures. If it's not giving you a return on investment, cutting your menu offer down will increase your sales. Sometimes I think salons and spas, big groups as well as independent small salons, it can feel like if I offer more, I'll get more. But actually that doesn't work. If you offer less, you will make more. So do keep an eye on how much you're offering. Don't overload clients with too much choice. Consumer fatigue means they're more likely to walk away with that can't make a decision, it's too much. Or they'll just stick to having the same thing. So if you've got particular clients that just come in and have the same service time after time, if you reduce the offer or if you guide them to other services, which we should be doing, cross-promoting, upselling, upgrading, then you'll be able to increase their spend. But have too much to offer and you will reduce your revenue. So moving on down, please do feel free to pause me at any time. I talk about websites. Now, websites are such an important part of our marketing strategy. And it should be, if you think of it like I've got 5 or 6 or 10 different touch points that I go to with my clients. I can text message, I can email, I've got the website, I've got my Facebook, I've got my Instagram. I am using posters in the salon, I've got menus, I've got posts, I said posters already, didn't I? I've got show cards, I've got video. I am using all of those touch points to stimulate interest from the client, and our website is to me the most, probably is the most important one. We own it, or you should do. Please make sure when you set up your website, if you're using someone to help you create it, that they don't go and buy the domain and own it. Because otherwise come a time when you want to move away, they will hold you to ransom. And if you want the domain and you want the name, I actually own it, and you are going to have to cough up and pay me for your own website. So do make sure when you get a website, you own that domain. You can manage your website itself yourself. It is really simple, but it's such an important place. See it as, if you like, the pot. And into the pot, I'm going to bring people in from social media. I'm going to bring people in to sign up to my email listing. I will bring people to this one central location. On our website, I have given you a couple examples of Mother Days? Websites that are advertising Mother's Day. The first one is using questions. Do you know the power of a question? Now, neurologically, when we are asking someone a question, It means we have to go through all parts of the subconscious to get to the human being, the me, the you. You're listening to me with your logical part of your brain. If you're sitting there and thinking about clicking off, that's the subconscious. It might be I've gone on too far or I've gone off track a little bit. Something in the subconscious is starting to go, can we click now? Can we click now? Can we click now? So try to stick with me, please, or just head down and look through the post as we go. Questions hijack the brain. And in the first example, further down on the post, I've found this particular one, and I'll read what they've gone. They've gone with emotional marketing, and emotional marketing is key, followed by a question to hijack the brain and get to the logical part that makes a final decision on purchasing. So they've gone on Monday, on the 11th of March, we're celebrating all mothers, from mums by blood to the matriarchs who help guide, protect and care for us. Looking for inspiration? Here are some ideas. Oh, great statement. It's the opening part right at the top. It allows them to open the market out. So if someone was just arriving to buy for their mum, they're saying, we're celebrating anyone who guides, protects and loves us. So suddenly now, that could be granny, that could be auntie, that could be the lady who lives up the road I've known all my life. Suddenly I'm opening potentially the spend of the person visiting. And then I hijack the brain with the question, need some inspiration? Brilliant, very clever marketing. And again, to prevent fatigue, if you look further down the page, you'll see that they're then going to guide the person by using pictures and a tag. So they have, here we go, let me just make it bigger. Best Mother Day gifts, Mother Day cards, first Mother's Day gift, gifts for mums to be, gifts from younger children. And what they are doing is trying to direct people to exactly what they want to see so that they don't get fatigued. Very, very clever. I feel personally a site should have a Mother's Day page. And this goes for any promotion that is coming up. You can have it just, I suppose, as a tag at the top, promotions, offers and special events. You could have something like that as your menu marker at the top of your website. And then every single time you are running some form of promotion, you have a set page on the website to promote. So on here, it's a company that offers lots of different types of gifts, from jewellery to picture frames, and they're directing the client, but just using visual images. Not much in the way of writing, and that's very important. So coming down again, then we come down to the Mother's Day spa packages, which I've already spoken and said to you, backs up exactly what I was talking about. Using 3 packages and your pricing, knowing that the middle one will sell the most. Let's carry on. Ooh. Do you have a sign-up form on your website? Do you? Do you? For me, you must. You must have a sign-up form. Email marketing is extremely powerful and, very important, you own it. You own it. It's your database, not just collected in the salon when someone actually walks in, but if someone visits your website, it gives you the opportunity to sign up and then contact that person directly. Now, you'll see as you go further down, I have given you 2 examples. Mine, I won't qualm, of course I'd like you to sign up to the newsletter, as well as then one that I created for a client. With mine, over the years, I've created a number of different free articles, videos, offers, promotions that you can use. But it meant I ended up with about 7 or 8 different sign-up forms. So to simplify my website, I just figured, you know, if you wanted the book and you wanted the, I don't know, how to have the best website from an article that I wrote, and you wanted to have the £30 voucher for the video store, then you've either got to sign up to 3 different mailing lists, and that's ridiculous. So I put everything in one spot. I am giving a gift so that I can receive, you give and you shall receive, so I can receive an email. I will never bombard people. If I send anything, it will always come with the subject line of the revenue newsletter from the Salon Moneymaker, and it will always add value to a salon or spa owner. Always. If it won't make you money, I won't send it to you. There's nothing worse. You know, when you sign up, it's like every freaking day you're getting an email from these people. No one's going to read them. And the same goes for your clients. When you get your email sign up onto your website, you must, seriously, you really must. Don't then bombard them with nothing of value. If you're going to contact them with something of value, then let it be how to care for your skin, how to use food in your diet to slow down the aging process. Send them stuff of interest and value to connect and engage with them, but don't bombard. Don't bombard with offers and promotions. So you'll see mine. Again, if you scoot down, you'll then see I've used this with a particular salon, which we did as a first visit voucher. We wanted to entice new people that we were going to funnel to the website to sign up. We can then send them their voucher and they can either print it off or show on their phone that they have become a member of our first visit voucher, and they can then use that on their first visit. A great way of adding value without devaluing the service that we offered. And I've now got an email address that I can send out all and every promotion, special event that I'm going to be running, including Mother's Day. And Mother's Day, we must be utilising she says, we must be utilising our email contacts. Now, under there, if you go scooting down, you will see I have given you a long list of the importance of video. Seriously, just Google it yourself. And even if you choose not to utilise what I offer, as in the video store and the coming course, make sure you start to look at video. It is an absolute must. Here are just some of what video is doing for businesses, and it can for you. Video boosts conversions and sales. The right video in the right location, that's what we're going to be teaching on the course, increases sales by 80%. Can you imagine an 80% increase in your current sales? Let's just throw that as an example, and let's just say I've got a particular service. Let's say it's 79 quid a service. I'm currently doing 5 a week, 395. I love playing with figures. Play with figures. A week over the course of a month, that's 1,600. Increase it by 80%. Oh, that would definitely not be 2.5 million. What did I say? Let's say 5 a week times 4.3 is 1,600 plus, that's where we went wrong, plus 80%. We take it to just over 3,000. So, 1,000 to 3,000 in the space of a month, over the space then of 12, that's a $36,000 increase in just one service. Just one service. That's why it blows my mind. Oh, I need these, don't I? Blind as a bat. Okay, video shows a great return on. My battery ran out, so I'm back. So, social media, stimulate, get their minds working and thinking. And the reason again, well, if I'm thinking about my teenage years and I was with my mum, that's why I want to do it. I want them to think back to different times when they were growing up, because those times will have involved their mum. That's for me where I'd be working, especially on things like social media, where to get engagement, I need more emotion. I have then in the post given you an example of how you can upload your videos that you purchase from the video store as a Facebook cover. I'll be honest, I'm not sure why I put that there, but it looks great. Anyway, let's move on down. Run competitions. Now, again, competitions are a great way of, again, getting people to be involved. I would run competitions that were in Salon as well as then using social media. I can certainly think back on one we did, and it was women-based, but I can't remember if it was for Mother's Day. Might have been. I have put it in there. But our winners was a particular lady who had lost her home. There'd been a terrible fire. Everything was lost. Her and her children literally stood in the clothes they had on their back. Everything else was gone. And this poor lady had worked so hard to get clothes for the kids, sort out the insurance, get everything done for them, and had obviously not put herself first in any way, shape or form. And you could nominate who deserves a treat. And she was nominated by people within the community that this lady deserves to be spoiled. And she came in and we did her hair, she had facials, massage, nails. We did a full like spa day experience for her because she deserved a treat. We had two ladies who were wives from soldiers who at that time were based overseas in a conflict area, and they helped to support other wives and families within the armed forces. So we looked after them. And we had a lady who was a full-time carer for a disabled member of her family. Again, we brought them in and we asked our followers, our people, who deserves a treat, who works hard for others, who never puts themselves first, who deserves something special. Nominate, and then we went through and picked out the people we felt she needs a treat. She definitely needs a treat. So have a consider. This year you may be a bit late if you haven't done it already. Coming down, hotspots around your business. Now, if you do sign up for my newsletter, the revenue newsletter, I will not bombard you, I promise. You will get access to my book, 7 Killer Mistakes in the Salon and Spa Industry. And one of those is not using hotspots. Around your business are key sales points. Major companies, supermarkets, retail stores have been using these hotspots for years, but often salon owners and spa owners or managers overlook hunting down. And I do think it's like going on a treasure hunt. Where is the treasure in my business? Often it is the right-hand side, eye level, and natural place where a person will look. And that place then either needs a TV screen to play a video, a poster, a show card, something relevant to a service or a promotion you have available to the client. Often I find when I go around salons, it's like you have to put something in these spots. They are such a natural spot, but it will be a vase often, I find, if I tour around a salon, or it will be a Buddha's head. Beautiful objects, nothing wrong with them, but those are key hotspots that can generate you money if you dress them and use promotional material or activity. Posters, show cards, video. I would certainly, your hottest hotspot for sales is the right hand side as a client faces you behind a desk. The right hand side of your reception desk is your biggest key hotspot to make money. And absolutely hands down, if I walked into a business, whether it be to run it for someone else or I bought it, there would be a TV screen on there, and I would have my promotional videos running. No sound, because I've got words that go with the videos, because I know that people will have to look at it. We have to look at things that move, so I know that everyone will look at it, even if it's only a glance and a brief glance. But if I hold their attention enough, and that's why my video adverts are very short, and they stand there and look at it, they're more likely to turn around and ask the person behind the desk, so what's that about? What's that for? I have sparked interest, I have an inquiry, and if I know how to sell, then I will get that person booked. Teams need to know how to convert sales. Sales is everything. Without sales, we have no industry. So hot spots, make sure you are dressing your hot spots. And then 2 final points, we are finally at the end. Bounce back promotion and monitor. Now, every single salon and spa anywhere on this planet should be using bounce back marketing. Bounce back marketing is simple as it is. If you think of it like a ball, we bounce. How quickly I get that person back into the salon helps me to establish the habit in their heads, their subconscious, that that is my salon. And that's where I go to. So especially with new clients, and if you get new people in because of your Mother Day promotions, you want bounce back promotions going out with that client, whether it be in their hand or whether it's sent as an exclusive offer on your email. It should be the same for all new clients. In fact, I would have it running for every single client that comes in. But for new clients, I want them in as quickly as I can. Do you have a bounce back offer that gets people through the door within the next 7 to 14 days after their first visit? Could you do some kind of blow dry, some kind of trim of fringe if you're hair based? Can I do something to introduce them to different departments? Welcome gift is a facial or a massage. Can I do some kind of special price, special promotion with the clear focus that what I want is you back, bounce back as quickly as I can. Certainly I would want to do some form of monetary voucher. I speak of it on the post below, and I've used it for many years. It must be dated. There must be some kind of deadline. There's call to action, book. When you use the voucher, you'll get £10 off. If you book, deadline. 5 weeks, 6 weeks, depending upon what service you've perhaps given to that person. You could do a beauty bounce back, a hair bounce back, dependent upon the timing that you want. But with a new client, the quicker you bounce them back into the business, the quicker you will build a loyal client. Do make sure you have a bounce back promotion going on for everyone, but especially anyone who is new. And then finally, monitor. I cannot tell you how many times as a consultant I have sat with a salon owner and I've perhaps said, you know, how did the promotion go? And yeah, it was great. Well, that's great. What's great? Well, you know, I've got loads of bookings. Monitor. You must know what the figures are. And I know you know this, but saying, you know, something's great is not enough. You need to know exactly how many people booked. How much time did it take for you to prepare all of your marketing if you've done it yourself and not outsourced it to someone? If you've done loads of work on social media, how many people did you get through from that work? Because if you're putting all of this time is money, you've invested time, that is money, into, say, social media, and you've got no appointments, that was not a good return on investment. How many clients came in? How many people bought retail? How many people upsold? How many of the 3 or 5 packages you used sold? Did the middle one perform at a big enough percentage difference to the other 2 to see that you got the package right? How many of those clients returned if they were new into the business based on that bounce back promotion. Monitor. I used to have a book. It might be in my loft, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. But I had a book, a promotions book, and every single activity I ever did over 20 plus years, I wrote down what it was. I'd staple it. If I'd used a poster or I could print it out, I would put a copy of the poster, the promotion, so that I could see exactly what I used. I would then write in there how many clients, how much time it took me to organise, what the profit margin was, how much I made from it, how many clients did it generate, how many of those clients bought friends. I would find out that information, because then I would make sure that my next promotion, my next activity was only repeating what worked. You know, if distributing 1,000 flyers into my local community only bought me one client, and that client didn't return, they didn't buy return, they only used the promotional offer, that ain't worth my time. I don't repeat it. If you monitor what worked, it will allow you to fine-tune exactly what you will do for the future promotions, and then you never waste your time on something that doesn't give you the best return on investment. So there we go. If, like you are a mummy, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. America, Australia, the rest of the world, Mother's Day is later on in the year, but I'm sure I shall share this with you. But for us in the UK, 11th of March this year, it is early. Do not fear if you've not got a lot of promotions out yet. It is this last 5 days that you need to push, so you still have time. Go for it. Have a fabulous day wherever you are. Ciao, ciao for now. Thank you for watching, because I don't think this will have been a very short video, but obviously you can read it instead and you haven't got to watch it all. Till the next time, speak soon. Bye now.